live near here in Canton, but we're at the Canton Hope Pregnancy Center here in Canton to visit with the folks and take a look at what they're doing to help save lives. You know, we have lost over 60 million babies have been executed since Roe versus Wade has passed. And we have Hope Pregnancy Center, like several others that have formed around the state, that are working with young ladies that find themselves unexpectedly pregnant to get through that pregnancy and save a life. So we're going to go inside and look at their ultrasound system and learn a little bit about what they do here in saving lives. So come on with us.
Come with us.
Hi, Debbie. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Welcome.
Brought you another batch of thumb drives.
Great. We go through these pretty quickly, but we really appreciate it.
That's good. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about what you do here.
All right. Great. Good question. I'm glad y'all are here to do this for us. We provide a service for any woman in our community and our surrounding area that is facing some uncertain times. Maybe she thinks she's pregnant, or she's sure that she's pregnant and it's unexpected, it's unplanned for. They can come here. We will give them a free pregnancy test. We can offer a sonogram to help them determine the viability of their pregnancy. And then we offer classes as well to help them meet some of their physical needs and provide that support that they're going to need as they go through a pregnancy.
Oh, great. Well, I'd really like to take the folks through to see what you have. So let's go take a look at the sonogram machine and see how that's working with these thumb drives, where they can take home a video of what they see.
First thing you see here is one of our classrooms. We have 3 classrooms where moms and dads, or the parent of an expecting woman, can come and have classes for childbirth and the first year of life, how to be a good, successful parent.
And I understand you encourage them to bring their husband, boyfriend,
yes,
and any young children that they have that they don't need to find a babysitter. They can bring them along.
Right. Here. Fathers of babies are welcome. Parents of an expecting mom are welcome to come.
Okay, very good. All right.
Come on in.
Let's see the sonogram machine here. Good. Hi,
Good morning.
Good to see you
Awesome.
again.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yes.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Thank you for all this good work that you do.
Thank you
I'm
for
anxious to hear about
generosity.
Yeah. Well, you got this new machine,
Yes.
and it's state of the art.
It's like a Cadillac. It is
really
awesome. Yes.
And, okay. Well, tell us about it.
Okay. So this young lady here, this baby we did earlier, is measuring about 7 weeks since conception, or 9 weeks gestation. As you can see, we can show them video here, and you can see the little heartbeat moving and beating there.
Where your finger is. That's the heart.
That's the heartbeat.
Heart is beating on that 7-week-old baby.
Yes. And
Okay.
actually, I can show you how fast it was here. So this baby's heartbeat was going 171 beats a minute. 140s to 180s is where we want to be.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's go back. I want to show you a little bit about the actual ultrasound here and what the generosity of your thumb drives does. So when we pull this up, I can actually save this little video, this little triangle here. When it gets to the end, that's a little cine clip. And I can save that to the thumb drives that you have generously donated to us. And so the mamas have this to take home with them. They can share it with their family. They can share it with dad. If he can't be here, he can actually see the heartbeat with their parents, anybody that might be influential in helping them with their decision to save this baby's life.
Okay, that's really expanding what you're doing, getting it back out into the homes where they come, where they live.
Yes. So they know that they have support when people can actually see the movement and see that that baby is alive in the womb.
Now let's put it in real perspective. That's 7 weeks. How big is that baby?
All right. So when we also go into take measurements. So this baby here is measuring 2.54 centimeters.
That's pretty small.
That's little. So I'll bring out the ruler. As you can tell, it's well used. So 2.54 centimeters measures about this big. At that point, I would tell the mom or the dad, let me see your hand. And I would measure. The end of their finger is roughly about 2.5 centimeters. Then we have these little models that are true to life. This one here, as you can tell, again, is 7 weeks since conception, 9 weeks since last menstrual period. When I measure this here, it's coming up right at 2.5 centimeters. Again, the end of your pinky. So I'll have the parents maybe take a picture of that next to this, so when baby's older, they can say, look, the first time I ever saw you, that's how big you were in the palm of my hand.
Wow. That has got to be impressive for them.
Limbs are already formed. Yeah.
So what we're seeing there is actually a larger than life.
True.
In order to see it.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So again, I can give them this video here, whereas used to it was just a picture. Pixelated, it's on thermal paper, so if it got hot, you'd lose your image. Over time, it fades. It's not as clear. This is just as clear as the day they got it. They can watch it over and over again. They can actually relate that there is a life in the womb.
And what's the reaction to the rest of the family or sibling, brothers, sisters, friends, boyfriend, husband?
Most of the time when I ask them, and I will tell them on their sonogram, so what are your first thoughts? And most of the time they're speechless. I mean, they're just in awe. The moms will come in and they'll say, well, I don't really feel pregnant. Other than the nausea, you know, I mean, I haven't really gotten fat or anything because they're only 7 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they see this, and it's just the realization that there is human life in that womb. And there's just no words for it. I mean, most of the time, tears flow, and they're speechless.
Well, I can imagine this is life. This is life.
Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you so much
You are
for
so
what you do
welcome.
and going through this. But this isn't all of what you do, is it, Debbie?
No, we
No,
do more.
this is just the sonogram part, but you do more in educating and
Yes.
providing services.
Yes, we do. Yes, we are interested in serving the whole woman. We know that all of us, we are physical, we're emotional, and we're spiritual. So we want to serve the whole woman. So we meet some of these physical needs, helping her to understand that she is pregnant, she is carrying a real living human being, and we provide that service. But we also provide the classes, as I mentioned, and when they go through the class to learn the skills necessary to be a good mom, they can earn what we call mommy bucks or hope bucks. And with that money, they can purchase material items that they're going to need for that baby. So we have a complete store that I'll be happy to show you of items that they can use.
Okay, let's go look at that because
right.
I've seen it and it's very impressive of what you have to help these ladies through some difficult times.
Exactly.
So
Thank you
so,
again.
yeah, thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much.
Jana.
Y'all have a good day. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
This store is so big it has multiple rooms
Yes.
to it.
And we are busting at the seams.
Wow. Wow.
We're always looking for more rooms. This is just the beginning. We try to keep strollers and bouncies and different larger items in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And you can see this is
their purchase
kind of
price.
that's kind of like the menu with what they use in their
price
in their mommy bucks to
Exactly.
be able to buy these items.
Right.
Okay.
We have
Everything. You start right
Everything.
here. Start with diapers,
diapers,
lotions, wipes, food,
their formula, foods as they grow a little.
everything. They,
Anything they
Would
may
be.
need.
okay. And then the big part of the store is the clothes. What this rack is boys and girls 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months for a boy, 6 to 9 months, 12 to 18 months, and their blankets. Wow.
We try to serve the moms through the first year of their baby's life,
Uh-huh.
whatever phase they're in. And one of the most impressive things about our store, other than it's just beautiful and lots of fun, is that everything you see is donated. We receive donations from individuals, community leaders, community members, businesses, churches, and they bring new and used new and gently used items for us to distribute and give to the moms. Or the moms actually purchase with the Mommy Store Bucks.
Okay. And so, and you have an annual fundraiser.
Yes, we do. In the fall, we'll have another annual fundraiser to just raise the awareness within our community of the services that we provide.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, thank you so very much for what you do. I think it's a true blessing to have hope in this community and then the other centers like this that we have around. And so glad to hear that what you're able to do and expanding the use of the thumb drive so they can actually see a moving image of their baby is helping to save lives. I mean, since Roe versus Wade, I'll say it again, we have executed 60 million children in the womb.
Yes, we
and
have.
That's a terrible thing to think about.
It is.
And to thank you saving them one at a time.
One at a time.
Bless you for that.
It's easy to tell a woman, oh, you shouldn't have an abortion. But it's a little more difficult to stand beside her as she walks through that decision and makes plans, especially if it's an unplanned and unexpected pregnancy. Yes. So we want to be here to meet the needs of the whole woman. These physical things that we can provide, the emotional support that we can provide, the classes that we can provide. We also provide that support for women who've already experienced abortion. We want to walk with them. We want to help them. So we have a post-abortion ministry as well, a program that women, everything is confidential, so they can come here, meet with a trained counselor who can work with them and talk through the loss of life that they've experienced and put that in its proper perspective so that they can continue on in a healthier fashion. So we're grateful to you for all of your support, and we're just happy and privileged to be here to support the ladies in our community.
Well, thank you so much, and I do hope that in the next legislative session that we can get legislation here in Texas, like some other states have passed, that actually stop these abortions before there's a heartbeat. Once there's a heartbeat, we should not be executing these babies. And other states have passed that law, and hopefully we'll get past the Supreme Court so we can protect the unborn life. We certainly can't protect itself. So thank you so much, folks. Thank you for being with us. And those of you who would like to help support this this ministry here, you can reach Hope Pregnancy Center in Canton, Texas.
Sir, we'd love to hear from you.
Okay. Meantime, God bless you, God bless Texas, and God bless America.